7th in points off turnovers. And they made their way into the top 10 in second chance points. I mean, this is a team that really emphasized chasing down missed shots, and they did a pretty good job of it.
And you look at their free throw percentage, not to be overlooked. I mean, this was a team, I thought, that did a really good job of taking advantage of their opportunity.
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Muhammad's checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Offensive rebound. Barea kicks to Pachulia. To stop the run. Tries again. Cannot hit. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
And I think that's exactly what they have to do, guys. Don't dwell on the final score. You know, think about the things you did well and move forward and take it from there.
Barea dishes to Williams. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Kevin Martin. And then for Dallas. Parsons comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And Evan Harris is subbed in for Williams. Nowitzki kicks to Harris. To the middle. Here's Matthews. Dallas again missing.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
Parsons with it. Now Garnett defending. That's a 2 from Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Minnesota. Bielitsa comes in for Kevin Garnett. Dallas also making some changes. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Matthews. Alex Felton in for J.J. Barea. The Timberwolves shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Dallas making a switch here. Evans is checked in.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Levine's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Minnesota, Zach LaVine.
Free throw good, Levine. And so Levine nails both of them.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Harris passes to Villanueva. Dishes it to Harris. Off target from three-point range.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Timberwolves ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Minnesota shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Andre Miller is up there with Muhammad. Then it's Payne. Then there's Tayshaun Prince. And it's Bjelica in at the power forward. Here's Villanueva. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them. And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark, that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists. And he's not going to pass up on chances like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, he can get to the rim. Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. J.J. Barea is checked in for Dallas.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA. Even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph and Seth Curry. Count two with the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
For Minnesota, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And it's blocked.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Harris got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Mavericks with possession here. Barea dishes to McGee. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. The Timberwolves have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. And the dunk by Towns.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
And Rubio kicks to Towns. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Left side, Anderson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. It always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually,
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
I said that, huh?
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
The Mavericks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's McGee, but they get it back. Kevin Garnett with the steal.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Towns. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Minnesota making a switch here. Rubio's checked in. And Dallas with a change here, too. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Devin Harris. Evans with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Pass to Barea. Will it go? Another miss by Barea. To the paint. Here's Towns. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator. You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. I mean, the Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66, and a lot of those losses came in their conference.
Harris is checked in for J.J. Barea. And he can't hit the second. Well, last season, the Wolves did struggle in conference, as was expected. 7-45 against the rest of the Western Conference.
Listen, nothing harder in sports than learning how to win. And there's no doubt that Minnesota took a lot of lumps as a young team last season. 3 of those conference wins that you mentioned, though, did come against playoff teams. So there's that little silver lining of hope. The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie.